Hi, I'm Natalie Ledwell, and today I'd like to share with you how to use the law of attraction to activate your brain's happy switch. Now, I have a quick question for you. What does happiness mean to you? Now, I ask you this because for some people, happiness is having financial security. It's having freedom from debt or freedom from poverty and the ability to provide for their families. Now, for others, it's having great relationships with amazing people, or the ability to travel, or to play sports, or to be healthy, or to find spiritual peace, or to gain insight into the meaning of life, and so on. Now, most people will agree that happiness looks different to different people, and our priorities and perspectives are not the same. So it's natural that the things that we want most in life are different as well. So most people will also agree that happiness has to do with getting what we truly want. So beyond all the superficial day-to-day desires for things like, a big house or beautiful car and entertainment, we want the stories of our lives to mean something. Now, Dale Carnegie once very famously said, it isn't what you have or who you are or where you are or what you're doing that makes you happy or unhappy. It's what you think about. Now, our thoughts have an immense impact on the way that we perceive the world. What we think about most tends to influence the majority of our perceptions in life. So think about the jobs that you've had for an extended period of time. Now, have they changed the way that you looked at your surrounding environment? Did you start seeing things that were more relevant to that job no matter where you went? So let's just say that maybe you've worked as an interior decorator or you've decorated a house yourself. Then you'll most likely notice more than the average person does about the decorations, the arrangements of every house that you walk into. Whereas if you've spent time as an architect, you'll probably notice the structural details of those houses without even consciously meaning to. Now, these repeated thoughts and perceptions start to become unconscious processes in your mind after a while, which makes them extremely important in your journey to finding happiness. So I'm going to share with you 4 ways that you can use this principle to your advantage. So number 1 is to train your mind to notice what makes you happy. So pretend that this is your full-time job. You are Chief Happiness Officer of your life, and your duty is to find the things that fulfill you and your sense of purpose. So think about them consciously and remember what it is in each situation that actually makes you happy. Number 2 is to meditate. So go over these ideas in your head again and again while you meditate, until it becomes second nature for you to notice them in every single thing that you do. So number 3 is to become more actively aware of social influences. Now, many people will try to sell you on one idea or another about what happiness means. Now, this will often happen in very subtle ways, and it can prevent you from finding it for yourself. So be aware of this as you interact with other people and stay focused on finding the things that actually make you happy. Remember, this is your job right now, and your job is to make sure that you identify what truly and authentically makes you happy. Okay, now number 4 is to rid yourself of anxiety. Now, it is virtually impossible to keep an open mind and build the right kind of habits when you're constantly worrying about the future or what could possibly go wrong that probably won't go wrong. And although anxiety and stress are normal feelings that we all experience, worrying excessively can seriously impact our physical health and our emotional well-being and our overall happiness. Now, one very effective technique that I've found to help me release anxiety about the future is to create my own future in my own mind. So visualizing what it is that I really want creates new neural pathways in my brain. Now, the more often I can see certain scenarios going a certain way, certain outcomes that I want, the project that I'm working on, the passions that I have, if I actually see myself visualizing and see me already doing that and feeling what it's like to already be there, I'm creating new neural pathways in my brain. Now, what happens when I do that is I'm creating new thoughts that are in alignment with this future that I keep seeing in my mind, that my subconscious mind actually thinks is my reality. Now, when that happens, these new positive thoughts that are replacing the old programming that I had before are now influencing my actions. And now my actions and my thoughts are in alignment with this whole new future, making it easier for me to manifest it into reality. Now, you can also use this method to visualize yourself moving through situations or roadblocks that are coming your way so that you can be prepared to tackle them. So for example, when I'm working on a really big project like my kids program, I'll focus on the next step that I need to take. And I see myself meeting the right people, receiving an email from someone who can help, or completing a task that's really hard to do. Because when I've already seen it in my mind, then I know that it's already done. Or sometimes I think about the kind of relationships in my life that I need to either nurture or possibly avoid in order to create happiness in my life. Now, I often also reflect on the state of my body to see if there are any minor health problems that I need to address before they become real problems. Now, when I have a clearer perspective on what's ahead, I feel more confident about my decisions and more peaceful, which makes it easier to reach my goals. All right, so I hope you enjoyed the tips today, and before I go, I'd love to hear from you. Have you found these tips helpful? And do you have anything that you can share that would be helpful to our community? Please share your comments below. And don't forget to subscribe to the Mind Movies YouTube channel for more videos on personal growth and the law of attraction. Again, my name is Natalie Ledwell. Thank you for watching, and bye for now.